Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
And a very good Monday night. We've had everything from fireballs to dry weather and sunshine to a lot of rain here recently. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about all of this coming up. But first, I did want to show you last night. This took place shortly after 10:30 Sunday night. This is known as a fireball. It's just when a meteor gets close enough into our atmosphere that we can see the heat and the flame, the fire that's created just basically from the friction of the air molecules against an object that is moving through our atmosphere at around 40,000 miles per hour. But that's one of the best ones I think I have ever seen. And again, this was seen over 15 states throughout the Southeast and Mid-South. And again, the American Meteor Society, not to be mistaken from the American Meteorological Society, reported this coming in at shortly after 10:30 Sunday night. Check that out. Wow, that's got to be the best one I have ever seen. I mean, it just goes and goes and goes. Now, it looks like that it's actually kind of moving slow, doesn't it? But the thing is, this has gone from the west part, the east part of the sky. It has traveled thousands of miles in the amount of time that you're seeing this. And so it is on the move, 40,000 miles per hour. Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look at one other thing here. It's not quite as neat, but, rain is going to return to our lives on Thursday. National Weather Service put this graphic out. I thought I'd share it with you. Percent chance of rainfall totaling over 3 inches through next Monday, mainly from Thursday to Monday. And our percentage chance based on models is close to 40%. That's pretty good. So, a lot of us will probably see between 1 and 2 inches, but there is a risk that we could see more than that between Thursday and Monday. So I thought I would share that with you, but let's go ahead and take a look at the weather. Let's see if we see any more of those fireballs coming across the sky. We'll take a look. We would see it right here in Savannah. Got a good shot right there. Stars in the sky, 70 degrees. Beautiful night. And we've got 68 right now. This is in Milledgeville. Got a lot nicer and less humid day, too. Did you notice that? Dew points over the last 3 days had been in the mid to upper 70s over many locations. That's the amount of moisture in the air. So today, mid 50s. So you probably noticed a big difference in the way it felt out there with that continental, much drier air. 73 in Memphis. I was looking at this just a few minutes ago, and it looked like they had a wreck out there. This is just south of I-40, but looks like they have cleaned that up and got things moved along. And we're looking live here at Paris, another beautiful scene here. And we're kind of pointed down a little more towards the city. I see a little bit of traffic there in the background, but check this out, already down to 66 degrees. Oh yeah, it's almost a fall-like night coming in. It is going to feel like a fall-like night. Temperatures right now, a lot of us in the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. And to top it off, we've still got a north wind about 2 to 5 miles per hour as the cold front is situated south of here. We're finally on the right side of that cold front, and that's the north side. So that's where you start to dry out and you get more continental, less humid air, and that's why it felt a lot better out there. Plus, the temperature was much lower too, upper 70s. Now you can see that frontal boundary has stalled out. It's more of a stationary front, and at times becomes more of like a warm front, but it's down just south of Tupelo. And then just south of that front, that's where you've got all that rain that's been going on throughout. All right, let's take a look at the water vapor imagery. So looking at radar, you can see that very dry air right through here. I'm going to kind of point this out, from like Springfield, Missouri, Cape Girardeau, right through Louisville, Kentucky. Very dry air being indicated through all layers as we look at this, also using the infrared water vapor imagery. It's always kind of a fun tool to have. And then we'll just take that back off and you can again see all that rain, and it's going to be moving on down and kind of parking out over the Gulf Coast over the next 3 days or so. So those of you that have a trip planned to Gulf Shores or, Fort Walton Beach, Florida, check ahead. There's going to be some long durations of showers and storms. They're getting some of them down there tonight, moving right there into Fort Walton. So let's go ahead and move along here, and we'll take a look at the surface map and just watch what happens here as we go into the future with Futurecast. Look at all that deep green. That's like future radar development is being kind of shown. And look at how very heavy that rain is going to get along the Gulf Coast. So, yes, hopefully nobody's got plans there. But if you do, take the umbrella. And you'll still have a few gaps in there in between the rain, but it's just going to be one of those stormy vacations there. Least severe weather, it's off to the west tonight, but it does get close to us tomorrow, off to the northwest, southern Illinois, Indiana. But I don't look for any of it to make it in here, but it's always something we're watching closely. And then here's a look, looking ahead to Thursday, but I want to back up. Let's go back to Wednesday. You can see a big severe weather risk just to the north over like St. Louis up to Chicago there. But again, very close to us to the north, and we'll watch it closely, but we are not included. And then again, there's that look at Thursday as the energy goes off to the east of us. So you've noticed, the further we get towards summer, you tend to see the clash of the hot and cold air migrate further northward. And so that's not uncommon. That is better for us because we don't risk as much severe weather development. But again, even into summer, we can get some big, tall storms that produce severe weather. But it's just, you start to see that a little bit less likely. Futurecast shows, yes, you can see some of that rain off to the south of us, but it's not here. It does hint at possibly an isolated storm on the state line tomorrow, but that's going to be very far and few in between. And if it does make it down to, say, just north of Paris, it'll last a very short amount of time there. So most of us are going to stay completely dry right on through Wednesday night. Here's a look at that evening planner. So we're going to be dropping on down to about 61. It's going to feel fall-like out there again tonight. In fact, it'll be a degree or two cooler tonight than it was last night. So out at the Coffee Cast coming up in the morning, mostly sunny sky to start our day, and winds should be mostly calm heading into the morning. So, you won't need a jacket, but you'll certainly notice that fall-like feeling out there. Well, here's the old lawn mowing forecast. I got all of mine finished today. Now, I hope you guys had luck too, but I spent a lot of time out there, got it done, because I knew tomorrow was going to be a little bit warmer than today. But still, if you didn't make it today, that's okay. It's still going to be less humid. It's just going to be a little bit warmer. So today we topped out at 79. We'll top out around 84 tomorrow. So still a less humid day. Now, if you wait till Wednesday, you can get it done without too much problems, earlier in the morning or late in the evening when the sun goes down. But it's going to be hot in the afternoon. It'll be close to 90 degrees, and we'll probably have some isolated areas top out at 90. So, if you can get it done tomorrow, you're going to be better off. Then Thursday, well, it's just a big old red lawnmower there. You know what that means. 60% chance of showers and storms. It's going to be kind of hard to get a gap in there. And even if you do, the grass is going to be so wet and clumped up. You know how that works. And then, Friday's not much better, 50% odds. Now, by the way, Thursday night, overnight, we're looking at around 90% odds. So I know none of you are going to be out mowing it in the nighttime there. But nevertheless, most of the rain will come overnight Thursday into Friday, but we're still going to have a considerable amount of showers and storms during the daytime of both days. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So another beautiful day tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 84. Not quite as fall-like cool for tomorrow night. It'll be the mid-60s, up close to 90 on Wednesday. We'll start to see some clouds mixing in towards the evening there, and then some showers and thunderstorms looking likely on Thursday. The later you get towards the evening, the better chances of getting rained on, but there'll already be a few of those even into the late morning and early afternoon. That'll knock a couple of degrees off of our daytime high temperature, and then we'll fall to about 81 on Friday as we get on the other side of that cold front. See, and that's going to begin to feel a lot better there with about 81 degrees. Saturday looks sunny. We've got that going in our favor, but we do see the chance of more showers and storms late Sunday and Monday. We'll be back up in the upper 80s. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night. Thanks so much for watching West Tennessee Weather Channel, and we'll see you back in the morning for another look at your weather. Take care. A look at the West Tennessee Weather Channel Community Spotlight.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.
When severe weather strikes, we are West Tennessee Weather Channel. No matter how large the city or how small the community or town, West Tennessee Weather Channel is there in severe weather. Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Brian Davis, standing in the studios here at West Tennessee Weather Channel. We cover all 21 counties of West Tennessee, and no matter how large the city or how small the town, if there's severe weather in your area, we're going to be talking about you. Thanks so much for watching West Tennessee Weather Channel.